following back. I've said before, I am following back all subscribers until we get to 500, and then I will stop. So if you want me to follow you back and you want to be able to, Hayley Comic, good morning. Afternoon. She says she loves the attention. Wolf Music, Wolf Rose Music says this has been going on for 12 months though. Yeah, so this is clearly a pattern of behaviour for her, which is getting... And I also saw the bus stop man. That was awful as well. So, like, it seems that, like, she seems to like getting vulnerable people into her house and then using it for content. And she's had some astronomical numbers in terms of views over the weekend. Astronomical. But actually, I think this is a very dangerous situation to be in, especially... Big up Claire Bear! Claire Bear Mental Health has just joined the coven. Thank you for subscribing, guys. Thank you so much. I've given you a follow back as well, Claire. Where he talks about, I wrote it down, didn't I? He talked about unaliving somebody with a chainsaw. I think this might be the one. Hold on.
They don't know. I've been in prison for chopping somebody up. So one night, years ago, right? Me and my friends, right? We got this person, and we took them up in the class.
What?
We got, you know, chainsaws.
I'm not even going to keep playing that, but that's what he said from his mouth. That's what he said from his mouth. So, he's threatened to smack her, which is awful. He's been aggressive with the dog. He's pinched the dog. Big up Swan Song. Swan Song, welcome to the coven, and I'm already following you, darling. Welcome to the coven. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. The other video, the one, hold on, right, this one.
Best you can get.
Right, trigger warning, please. Can we have some trigger warnings? Big up, Sammy. Welcome to the coven. Thank you for subscribing. I've given you a follow back as well, Psychic Sam. Trigger warnings, please. I mean, this whole fucking live is a trigger warning. Whole live is a trigger fucking warning. But this clip is also another trigger warning for you all. This one's on Rebecca 1831. Thank you for the butterfly, Mama G. Big loves to you. So listen to what he says.
I want the.
Sharon.
Show me. I'll show you later on a different video.
Yeah, show me your stick.
Babe, no, stop.
Children.
Don't.
What did he say?
So, just in case you missed it, he's saying to... no, I'm not going to play it again. He's saying to Brett that he's going to send him some videos. And she tries to stop him finishing the sentence, and he says, children. So he's talking about sharing children videos, because they're really good. You know what type of children video I'm talking about, don't you? This is the man she's got in her house, bro. This is the man she's got in her house. Drinking with, doing other stuff with. Like, she is really genuinely, in my opinion, putting herself at risk. This video is on Rebecca FYP Gossip. If you want to go and watch it yourself, you can. That is the FYP page that has that clip. And for those of you who were playing, I know Queen Bob, I'm with you. Queen Bob says the human race genuinely irritates me at times. It really does. Hello, Angel Goddess. Good afternoon, darling. Hope you're all right. I've done the pizza one already, Shirley. I've done the pizza one where he says the racist thing, moaning the food's not there fast enough and that the N-word on the bike should be bringing the food. Like, this is not a nice human. This is not a nice human that she has in her home. And I just, like, I don't know, man. I think this is going to end really badly, in my opinion. Debbie says, they both deserve each other, just wish someone would save the poor dog. Yeah, Seaside, me too. If you were playing Remi Bingo last week, I mean, I was in my head. I should have made a bingo card. That's what I should have done. You can add this to your Remi Bingo card because
you can't handle.
This is on All the Drama. I've officially made it. This is a leaked Discord message from Ems's Discord. Miss Remi has made it into Marcus Ems's Discord. Big up, Susanna, with the subscription on auto renewal as well. Thank you. I see you. Big loves to you. Welcome to the coven. I'm already following you, darling, and I thank you so much for subscribing. So yeah, I'm in the Discord, and it just says Miss Remi is live talking caca. I've made it, guys. I've made it. I've made it. I've made it into Ems's server. Anyway, there's a couple of screenshots in there. This is on All the Drama. This was from a couple of days ago. If you want to go and read what was on there, I'm not going to read it all out. It's Marcus Ems. It looks like, yeah, she's talking about Angie, Delusive Angie, and she's obviously slagging Angie, and this message has been leaked. Pineapple Dawn says Tyrone was the only nice person to her in her kitchen. Right, guys, I'm going to drop another treasure box. So if you haven't sent a heart me today or a team bracelet, please could you? I'll drop a treasure box so you can get some coins as well. And if you're new around here, please make sure you click follow on my name. And if you look on my profile, treasure box. If you look on my profile, you will see a schedule for this week, so you can have all the times of when we go live. But if you follow, you'll also get notified, hopefully, if TikTok. I came on at 11:30, Miss Red's Mayfair Blue. I've actually got a little big up and for the hand heart. I've taken the hand heart sound off because some of you were getting mad. Big up Debs. Debs just subscribed as well. Thank you for all the subs today. I've given you a follow back, Menopausal Mum. Thank you so much. Right, let me drop the treasure box. I'm so easily distracted. Sorry, bear with me. Let me put that in. How many of you? Let's do 200. Oh, I see. Okay. We'll do a minute box. Treasure box incoming. There we go. There's a little treasure box. Oh, is it 2:15 where you are, Miss? Where are you, Miss Red's Mayfair Blue? 2:15. So you're 2 hours ahead. So you're in Europe somewhere. Are you in Europe? Remi's TikTok charcuterie is available to set up alerts. It is. Absolutely. So yeah, there is a schedule on my profile. I've pinned it at the top, so you can know what time. And we got some cool lives this week. We've got women's health. We're talking about women's mental health on Tuesday at 5, and then on Thursday, what's Thursday's one? What are we doing for the parenting live? Oh, we're talking about dealing with bereavement. So if you've got kids and you've had to deal with oh, you're on Greece on holiday. I see. Has the weather cooled down in Greece? Because I know it's been dastardly hot. Thank you for the hand heart. Get your coin. Send a heart me. Send a team bracelet, please. That was Anne. Thank you for the hand heart, Anne. I've taken the sound off the hand heart because honestly that was driving me insane. I mean the flute is funny, but I just can't cope with it today. Anyway, so I wanted to play Charming Villain because her response was pretty much my response to all of this. You still here, Charming Villain?
Oh my God. I am trying to still process what I just watched for the last 2-3 hours. You know, my plan for my Saturday night was to come home, was to sit on my sofa and watch a movie with my husband. And that is what I did. I sat on the sofa, he put a movie on, he watched it, and went into my phone to check comments, messages, things like that. And I'm embarrassed to say, I got sucked in to Marcus Ems's live. I just came out of, I don't even know how long it's been. 3 hours, I just came out of it. It feels like it's been a fever dream. But that's what I feel like. At one point she went subs only, so I found myself in Canadian Angie's boxes. Well, I wasn't in the box, but in her live, because they were cam 2ing it in her boxes. I'm speechless. I think the highlight of the live for me would be when she, Ems, kind of like squatted in her bedroom, trying to force herself to urinate on herself and on her floor, to spite the police because they kind of like locked her in her bedroom. You know, they held the door shut while they questioned the man, Rob, that was with her because they got calls that she was hitting him. And so they needed to separate them to question him. And she wasn't leaving them alone. So they put her in the room. And then she got so mad. She said, I have to go to the bathroom. And they wouldn't let her out. And so she said, I'm going to pee myself. Yeah, I think that was the highlight for me. I can't go over all the things that I saw tonight on that live. Also, it was suggested to me by the people in Canadian Angie's Live to go over to YouTube and search Marcus M's videos to familiarize myself.
Pointless poll. Please can you tap on a smiley face or a sad face? But I like the smiley faces. If everyone could tap on a poll vote whilst this video is playing. Thank you.
With her, because I don't know a ton, especially from the days when I guess Marcus was alive. Wow. I feel now like I have a broader understanding of what's going on here on TikTok live. I normally, I don't see behavior like that in my every day-to-day life. Unless I'm on the subway, Grand Central Station, Penn Station, Port Authority, Manhattan, going to work, then I see that behavior usually. But, not in my life. But also it's on TikTok Live, right? And she got 1,500 subscribers exhibiting that behavior. I feel like I need a shower. Not my proudest moment. I have to say, I don't even feel this gross after watching CLA. Though I don't know what to make of it. I won't be watching Marcus M's again anytime soon, that's for sure. Oh?
There we go. Charming villain has spoken. She thinks Marcus M's is worse than CLA. 1,500, Kaz. 1,500. That's what drama brings, isn't it? Yeah, that is UK TikTok for you, says Mad Baddie. 100%. 100%. Not Mad Baddie. L Bell. I'm reading something underneath the comments. Sorry. L Bell. Sorry. Thank you, Jazzy, for the hand heart as well. And thank you, everyone who sent a thingamajig. A thingamajig and a thingamajig. Yeah, that is the problem, FYP. Drama equals money on here. It does, sadly. Alright, so we've done M's. I wanted to do... I've said my bit on M. I'm not going to repeat it again. Can we bring back lockdown TikTok, says Daisy Chain. Yeah, man, that's what we need. Are we popular? Are we on the popular already? Thank you, everyone. Infinite says we're popular 91. Thank you so much. Bibby-dibby-dibby-dibby-doo. Where are we going next? Right, what was my little list? I said we were going to talk about M's, Angie, and then we'll do Evil Queen. We'll do the Evil Queen clip that I told you yesterday I'd play. Where was that Angie clip that I wanted?
Have you actually seen me disrespect my mum?
Well, yes, we have. Alright, I'll play that one first. Oh, thank you. I need to put a sound on hands up, didn't I? Please hold. Because quite a lot of you send the hands up one. Hands up sound. We might just have a cheer or something. Also, I signed up for the thanks Zoe, thanks Luna, thanks Susanna for the team bracelets. I've signed up for the sub competition that we're in. However, what I will say is I'm in it, but I'm not going to be pushing it particularly hard, because what I don't want to do is get into a situation. We saw what happened with we saw what happened with, thank you, Amy, with Karma Kaz, right? Where you end up with thousands of people subscribe to you because you're in a competition. And big up, Mia Jody. Big up. Thank you. Welcome to the coven. Let me follow you quickly before all the conversations go. What I don't want to do is get into a position where people, because they want to support me, want to just come in and gift subs. And what I don't, yeah, exactly, let it flow naturally. What I would say is I will mention subs every day. I mean, every day I've mentally got a goal that I'm trying to hit 10 subs a goal in my head, 10 subs a day in my head, right? So I will mention subs, but what I would prefer is if you are gonna I mean, that sounds really pretentious. I don't mean it that way. I mean, like, if you are somebody who does want to gift subs, it would be amazing if we could gift it to people who you see who are actual members of the community. Big up Infinite, just dropped a 500 treasure box for everyone. Look at Mia. Mia, welcome to the community. Versus just like coming in and just like gifting subs, which is lovely. And I know that makes me sound like a really ungrateful bitch. I don't mean to be. What I'm saying is I'd rather people subscribe who genuinely want to be in the community and want to be a part of it than just you know, coming in and like gifting, I don't know, 20 subs or whatever. That's lovely to do that. But what it means is it might end up with people who are just here, you know, just watching and just being a-holes and not actually a part of the community. And you can tell who's engaged by just reading the comments. So if you did want a gift, yeah, exactly, CG, click on their profile and on the grayed out team member badge, and then you can gift to people individually who you see who's being here, if that makes sense. So we are in the subscription competition thing, and you get, like, if we get really far in it, you get extra badges and stickers and things you can use. So what do you say, Alison? Make me feel better today. What do you mean? Yeah, it is nice that you can choose now, FYPT. So that's all. I was just saying we are
because I'm a potato.
Thanks, Meg. Yeah, so you can choose. Thank you for the potato. You know I love my little potato gifts. Thank you. So we are in it, but like I'm not pushing it hard, as in like, oh, we got to get loads or whatever. Yeah, Kellyanne says, to the people who like to watch you and listen to your content, loyal members of Miss Remi. Yeah, 100%. So thank you everyone who subscribed today on your own accord without being pushed. I appreciate it. So yeah, there was that little side note anyway. You got the love. You got the love. You got the love. Infinite with the Jerry the giraffe. We'll take all the African giraffes around here. Thank you. Thank you, Infinite. Big up yourself. MVP Infinite. All right, so this is a clip from FYP Enablers, and it's another Angie foot in the mouth situation. She says things, and my favourite thing is when Miss Baguette brings receipts to disprove the thing that she's just said, and today we've got FYP Enablers doing that.
Have you actually seen me disrespect my mum verbally?
Yeah, I'm sick of you. Keep complaining. I've had enough of you. Say what you want, it doesn't matter, I don't care.
Have you actually seen me disrespect my mum verbally?
So, you know. That poor mum. And then the other one was this one. So this one is from 3 hours ago. This one is from FYP page called FYP in TikTok Land. Thank you, everyone. You've all got gifts coins out of the treasure box. If you have got a gift and you can help us with a heart me or a tea bracelet, please and thank you. I'd be so grateful. Thanks, Kaz. Thanks, Tobeans. Thanks, every one of you. Thank you for dropping that treasure box, Infinite. So it says on the screen that it's Angie, Linz, and Corey are going for Miss Red, Luke, and Evil Queen. Let's have a listen to what Delusive Angie's been saying, shall we?
Yeah.
And then going on about, the weekend.
Red's not controversial, not really. She,
He's a yes one.
you have drama in the boxes, like.
And she's racist.
Who's racist?
Miss Red.
Oh, wife, you said me. That's right then. Yeah, she think it's down to about 45 minutes. And that's a problem. I find it then.
Yeah, red won't go against the green.
No, she don't go against the grain, exactly, and that's her problem. You know, she gets my thing, oh, I'll still get 5k in, but listen, if someone was consistent with that 10 a.m. spot, her spot will go.
So why doesn't Angie take the 10 a.m. spot then? If she believes that she can take Miss Red's spot, why is she not going live at 10 a.m.? Ask yourself that why.
You know, 100%. If they were controversial and went against the grain and somebody was, you know, at 10 a.m., like myself.
Oh, she said it, like myself, controversial and goes against the grain. So why is she not going for Miss Red's 10 a.m. then, if it's so easy?
I'm only kidding. But, you know, I don't think she would continue. I think she would fall off. But there's no one that's been consistent where it's every day 10 a.m.
Yeah, no, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, people are used to watching this red.
Popular 66, thank you everybody. Big up yourselves. Thanks every single one of you. I appreciate you all so much. Really. Truly.
Thanks, Steph. I get so bored, like Miss Red, though. Like I just watch her about 5 minutes. And
She's not controversial enough. She's too boring.
Big up Teddy Picker. Welcome to the cupboard. Thank you for your...
Don't watch her unless I'm on the FYP.
Yeah, Vicky, she says, guys, I've got this little...
I'm following you already, Teddy Picker. Does Corey's voice grate through anybody else, or is it just me? Poll incoming. Smiley face if Corey's annoying, sad face if Corey's not annoying. Is Corey annoying? Smiley face. Is Corey not annoying? Sad face. Yes, I'm being annoying to you, Corey. Ah, Evil Bean, thank you for the team bracelets. So you all find Corey annoying as well. Just loves the drama, doesn't he? Emma said that his voice has been on my last nerve since the first time I heard it. He's just so annoying. And he's just so mix-up. He's just always mixing up and creating drama where they don't even need to be there. Just mix up. Okay, you strongly find him annoying. I'm hearing the room. I'm reading the poll. Hello, Austin and Nana from Australia. Welcome, darling. What time is it in Australia? It's 12:32 here. Well, you all strongly agree he's annoying. Queen Bob says he strikes me very much as an entitled child given free rein to behave how he wants. I ain't arguing. Let's get back to the clip.
Target if you can help, get the heart me's in. And it's like with Luke, the judge, and all, like he pauses the videos far too many times. It's annoying.
Back off!
Oh, you shit out his mud, aren't you?
I'm not just his mod, I'm his lover.
Oh, for fuck.
He's saying he's Luke the Judge, not just his mod, he's his lover as well. Little Britain is spot on, says Neats. Oh, Emma, big up yourself. Thank you for those 100 team bracelets. Thank you so much. That was really kind. Thanks, everyone.
No, I'm not hating on him, but like I just want to watch the video. Like I don't want any happening in between.
You know what Luke's job is?
What?
EQ's mistakers. EQ. God, how she gets any views. EQ is a bore. You know what? I just want to say, for God's sake, play the fucking video. She stopped it. Oh, thank you for the...
Right now, what I can't cope with is that bubblegum floating around the teeth. And calling EQ boring, coming from Angie, who sits in her bedroom and does nothing except create drama, talk on shit that she knows nothing about. He's very rich.
Trey, play. Oh, thank you for the heart, me. You got another 2 seconds. Oh, for God's sake, play the...
I can't even look at the screen because the bubble gum and it just float. I'll just let you watch it.
The goddamn video, stop thanking everybody. You know what I mean? She's stop, play, stop, play, stop, play. And she's really annoying. I can't
What you mean, like this?
watch her.
And like this?
I used to love watching that.
I'll stop play all fucking day and add my 2 cents, love. All right.
Ages ago, Ange, when she used to just do her own lives, but now, like,
It's just the way she stops the video and then she's like, oh, thanks for the train and money.
And what is wrong with saying thank you to people? I say thank you to people. People are gifting me. I'm going to say thank you. Unlike these people who get gifts and just ignore it. What is wrong with saying thank you to people? If people are sending you a fiver or a tenner, you say thank you. It's called good manners.
Then a money thing comes up.
Yeah, how does it not watch her? Thank you, sitting there thinking of gifts within the first half an hour.
Just when somebody sends her a train.
Slow at starting.
Somebody sends her a train now, Angie, and it goes, and then she goes, oh, train, thank you, choo-choo. Can you comment so my mods can pin you? Thank you very much. And then she just...
What? That's what you're annoyed at. You're actually annoyed that she says thank you. That's your beef.
And then she starts again. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
I've never once seen anyone.
The only thing that she has is she is controversial.
Swan Song says no, but EQ takes it to the next level. She takes 5 minutes to show a 60-second clip. Have you watched Karma Kaz? It'll take an hour to go through a 60-second clip. What are you on about? Do I need to? I'm just looking to see if I need to. Inactivity. Do I need to do a puzzle? I need to do a TikTok puzzle. Hold on. It doesn't think I'm really here. Can I line it up perfectly with my mouse? Hold on. Boom, got it. Let's continue.
Special.
Yeah, I think that's the thing.
Apart from that, and she don't really say how it is really, because if it's her friend, she wouldn't have those opinions. It's only people she don't like that she has those opinions.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to back up. Hold on.
Apart from that, and she don't really say how it is really, because if it's her friend, she wouldn't have those opinions. It's only.
So she's saying EQ doesn't really call out her friends or people that she likes. She only calls out people she doesn't like. Well, I've heard Evil Queen calling out Zach as much as she defended him. And also, Evil Queen says she likes me and she's fucking called me out. So that's a lie. We'll get to Evil Queen in a bit, guys. I know you're waiting. We'll get to it.
People she don't like that she has those opinions.
Torium.
But we all get Bradley in. He can tell all.
Ooh.
Oh, we're being come to again, are we? Yeah, they were come to me earlier.
I have got some Karma Kaz clips, but I was going to go in, but I can't be bothered today. I've got enough to talk about. I have got some Karma Kaz clips. Maybe, what's tomorrow? Tuesday. So Tuesday we do Women's Health in the evening. I might just do a little live tomorrow. Oh, big up. Swoopsy's just sent a sub to someone. To Neats. How am I not following Neats already? I'm following you now, Neats. I thought I was following you before. Welcome to the coven. Yeah, I've got some Karma Kaz clips because there's some things I would like to say. So maybe tomorrow. Yeah, stop saying bun, everyone. Stop saying bun in the chat. So I might do Karma Kaz tomorrow. In the afternoon. It might be a Karma Kaz special. No, it's not going to be. It's not. But I've just got some clips, so I just wanted to talk about it. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Annie, I'm not asked by EQ in any way, shape or form. Do I talk? You're obsessed with EQ, Corey. Am I really, love? Yeah? Am I really? Come and say that to my face!
Concord.
Yeah, I can't cope with that chewing either, so I'm going to dead it because it's too much. All right, so do 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 do. Why are we talking about buns? Oh, I love a Chelsea bun. Right. So, is this the one?
Oh, Miss Remi.
Play? Is this the one I want to play? There's a couple. So, on Saturday night, okay, I talked about this yesterday on my live, which I thought I'd posted, but it's not. I scheduled it and it's still not come out yet. So I'll post it. I'll post it after I come off of here. Where I was on a dog walk yesterday and I talked about Evil Queen, because Evil Queen on Saturday night clapped back at me pretty hard and said some things. Which I will play. And I said yesterday that from my point of view, that I am not going to have this back and forth with Evil Queen. She clapped back on me on Saturday evening because I did clap at her on Saturday afternoon in my live. Exactly, Devon. Yeah, you should be confused because I have addressed the reclaiming the word 2 times and it's on my profile. But anyway, Evil Queen clapped back at me pretty hard, and then that was off the back of me. I did clap back at her, and I did say yesterday on my live I was a bit of a Kent to Evil Queen, so I own that. Okay, I own that. So shots were fired. She fired the first shot. I might have fired a shot back, and then she took out a nuclear weapon for me on Saturday, and blasted back. So that's what happened, right? So that's what happened. And again, I will post the live of what I said yesterday about what happened, and I understand why she was pissed, but I don't understand why she said the end of it, which I'm going to play. And so again, I'm going to reiterate, I'm not continuing any beef. I did say to everyone that I was going to play this clip. Does anyone know, did Miss Red play the Evil Queen clip that was circulating on Saturday and Sunday? I didn't see all of it. I saw the beginning of a show and then I had some shit to do. No, she didn't. Okay. And again, maybe she hasn't seen it. But I know Torian's played it. Alicia's played it. I know Paigey has. I'm going to play it because she said it, so I'm going to play it. And I know Evil Queen will play my clips if I say things about her too. So yeah, there's a couple. I'm just not sure if this is the right one, so just bear with me. Let me just see if it's got the end bit on it that I wanted you to hear. It might be another one.
Every time asking you a genuine question. It's a question.
I think it has. I don't know.
You know, I wasn't given an answer, so you know what I mean. Burn the ends.
There it is. All right. I'm going to play all of it because this one is on FYP in TikTok land. Maybe you're not being played anymore. What do you mean? I don't know what that means, Zoe. Anyway, so I'll play this clip because this is what Evil Queen said. So it was about me, and then at the end she says something that yeah, you can make your own mind up on. All right, here we go.
Oh, Miss Remi went live before and she said, Eva Queen asked me to explain something to her, but I'm not going to. Well, that's on you, love, because, like, I can, if you would have told me, she's going, oh, you can Google, but, like, that goes to say every single time you ask something, or you ask a creator a question when you're next to them on a live, on a duel, or in the box, like, and they ask you something, just go and Google it. If you would have told me I was watching that live with great interest, and then I would have came on my live in front of my 3,000 people, and I would have related.
Oh, I thought that was the real Chelsea art. Every time you leave a comment, I always think that's really you. Really her. It isn't. It's a fan page.
If you would have told me I was watching that live with great interest, and then I would have came on my live in front of my 3,000 people, and I would have relayed what Miss Remi had said.
So, I will just say, thank you. What I will say is, the video is on my page, so at the point of Evil Queen asking me the question, I'd already answered it. I'd already done the live before, and the video's on my page. So, if you do care about racism or you wanted to understand about reclaiming words, the video is on my page. So you could play that to your audience versus me having to do a specific live to answer a question for you. The video is there if that is something that you want to do.
About reclaiming words, etc. You know what I mean? But she decided to turn around and say, "I'm not going to explain. She can just Google." Well, anytime I hear you asking a question, I'm going to be there to say, "Why don't you just Google?" Now, when she
Gee, you got a subscription. Was that from Infinite? Big up. Big up. I'm already following you, G. So I just will make a point, because I'm a petty bitch. I can't help myself. Even though I'm not trying to cause more shit. I made Charming Villain says her question seemed to be an insincere clapback. That's the problem. Correct. Because the question was asked, Alexa, stop. The question was asked after already telling her audience that you can't reclaim words. So you've already told people it's bullshit and then says, now explain to me why it's not. So that happened, right? Fuck, I've lost my train of thought. Let me go back a little bit. So it might remind me. Hold on.
anytime I hear you asking a question,
The Google comment, right? So, yeah, Saturday afternoon, I did a second live, which is also on my profile. You can watch the whole thing, where I talked about reclaiming words, and I referred to because she keeps saying you can't reclaim words, right? So I used the Q word, QUEE, that word, right? And use that as an example of a word that was a slang and a derogatory word to call the G community, that the Q word has now been reclaimed and reappropriated by that community. So I use that as an example. And then on live, she uses Google to prove me wrong. And I'm like, but that was my point. You could just use Google to just get the answer to that question anyway. So, so we know Evil Queen can use Google. And her point was that I shouldn't, that the Q in LGBTQ stands for queer and questioning and or questioning, which is correct. But my point still remains that the Q word has been reclaimed by that community. It doesn't mean that everyone who is G uses that to describe themselves. And a lot of the older generation absolutely do not use that word to describe themselves. But the Q word has been reclaimed 100%. And that was all my point was. But she did use Google to find out the questioning bit and to tell me that I was wrong. So we know you can use Google, okay? We know. You've shown us. We should continue.
I'm going to be there to say, "Why don't you just Google?" Now, when she goes, "Does anyone know?" and I'll say, "Why don't you just Google? You've got a phone in your hand." So there we go. So, I tried to, understand a bit more, with the whole, obviously, racism and stuff like that. And I was going to tell you tonight, which is why I asked.
Again, the video's on my profile, and it was on my profile at the time of her speaking. So, just play the video. I've answered the question. I don't have to, but I did.
And she decided to say, "No, I'm not saying on." If she would have asked a genuine question on her live and turned around and said, "Evil Queen, could you answer me this question about being trans and just this happen, blah, blah, blah." I would have told her, and then, if she then told her audience, that's more people who are hearing the correct information. So all I wanted to do, Miss Remi, was to share the information that you were going to give me, but you decided not to. So, you're a hindrance towards racism. You're a hindrance because as a black woman, you didn't want to explain, where I could have put it out to 3,000 people and made people understand. So now you're still going to get people saying, "Why'd you say it in songs?" And, if it's a bad word, well, just don't use it at all and all that. I asked you a genuine question on the level, woman to woman, and you decided to be funny and go, "Oh no, she can Google." So anytime you hear Miss Remi ask anyone a question in the box or on live, or she asks the audience anything, tell her to Google. I thought it was a sexual question, but she said, "I'm not an advocate for racism and that." Well, don't speak on it then. Don't speak on it.
So, because I'm not an advocate for racism, I'm not allowed to speak on it. So, let me ask you, if you want to speak about SA CA, DV that you've experienced, that you've lived through, that you've been affected by, you can't speak about it because you're not an advocate or you're not an educator. By that statement, that I can't speak on racism because I'm not an advocate or an educator, which is wild to me. Like, what I did last week was I talked about my experience, and because I was hurt by what Zach the Brat did last week and what he said. He said the N-word, he said the whole word, not the N-word, he said it out phonetically, and it affected me, right? Miss Remi is a hindrance, says Devon. Can we not start that hashtag, please, Devon? Thank you. So I don't generally on my platform sit here talking about racism. And when I say things like I'm not an educator on racism and I'm not an activist on racism, I'm not. That's not my job title. Somebody like Pagey Baby is. Somebody is. They do it in their day-to-day life, and they come onto this platform and they do that. That's what she does. I don't do that. The reason I fired up a live last week was, one, because I do FYP and Zach the Brat was all over it, so I played the clip. And whilst I played the clip and was talking about it, I got upset. And then I spoke about my disappointment. One, I spoke about my trust issues with people and feeling let down by that. And two, I spoke about my experiences as a black woman. And I can do that because I have been racially abused. I've already said I've got an active police case that is going to court for being called the N-word outside my front door with my child. So I can speak on things that have affected me as a black woman. I don't have to be an advocate or an educator, or I don't have to be an activist to speak on my experiences. So if you've been someone who's been SA'd or CA'd or DV'd, or you've been abused because you've got a disability, you can't tell people they can't have a voice and they can't have their opinion if they've experienced that thing, because they're not an advocate, they're not an educator. I know anyone can speak on anything, and she's telling me don't speak on racism because you're not an educator. And I think that's wrong. I do. I'll play it again.
Can Google, so anytime you hear Miss Remi ask anyone a question in the box or on live, or she asks the audience anything, tell her to Google. I thought it was a sexual question, but she said I'm not an advocate for racism and that. Well, don't speak on it then. Don't speak at all on it then. How are you not an advocate for racism when your whole live was about racism today?
My live was a reaction to Zach the Brat being racist. I didn't sit there and fire up a racism debate. It was a reaction to an FYP clip. And I had my opinion on it from the perspective of a black woman.
And the effect it has, and this, and this. So, you know, it's very hypocritical, like the words.
Charlene, if the voice grates you, you can leave the live. You can do that.
Coming out your mouth. You'll educate your audience, but you won't, like, educate anybody else, you know what I mean? It's crazy. So if you're not an advocate, then why are you speaking on racism at all? Don't speak on racism then, Miss Remi. Do not speak on racism if you're not an advocate. There we go.
I mean, that's just an awful message to send out, but I know she was referring to EQ, and I'm addressing her. I know who she was referring to. If you don't like the sound of Evil Queen's voice, you can leave the room. Because comments like that start hateful other comments coming into the room, and I'm not about it. So I know what she meant. That's why I responded.
Okay. So, I wasted my time asking you a genuine question. I'm fed up being about racism. Yeah, F racism.
And then she goes on to say, I'm fed up. Well, she's read a comment that says, I'm fed up of talking about racism. And then she says, F racism.
Nobody cares anymore. I asked a question.
Nobody cares anymore.
You know, I wasn't given an answer, so you know what I mean. Bun the ends, I'm messing. I'm joking.
And bun the ends. I'm only messing. So what I will say, right, because that's some fucked up shit right on the end there, is saying F racism. Again, I'll just repeat the point I made yesterday, which was had I actually answered the question and I had spent time giving free education, you're also sat there saying F racism. You don't care. You're saying fuck racism. You don't care. So I would have wasted my time because you don't actually care. And then saying bun the ends in a joking format is awful. And on Saturday, when I did that live, which I have posted the whole live, on Saturday, Evil Queen was in my live the entire time. So heard everything that I talked about reclaiming words. And there was a moment in it, I gave an example, I held my hands up and I said, I've got less than 5 creator friends on this app who I like or fuck with or talk to or enjoy their content. I've got less than 5 creators. Like, you couldn't even count all 5. That's how few friends that I have on this app, right? And she wrote in a comment, I am one of those fingers. And what I would say is if Evil Queen sees me as a friend or sees me as somebody that she likes on this app, to say F racism to me as a black person who you see as somebody that you like on the app is deeply fucking offensive and upsetting. And then furthermore, to say bun the ends in a joking capacity, and she makes it clear that she's messing and joking, but it's still not funny to me, somebody that you've said, like, you're one of these friends on my hand. And so what I would say to you, this is specifically to Evil Queen, after saying F racism and bun the ends, is if you do have any level of respect for me, like I've always been respectful of you, even when you've said some fucked up shit, and because I get why you do what you do, I do get you in terms of why you do what you do. But what you've said here, off of the back of talking about me, and I know you was affected by me because I was a cunt to you, I hold my hands up, and your response to be angry is valid. Like, I get it, I take it. But this bit on the end where you're laughing about bun the end is really disrespectful to me and the black community. Somebody that you say that you like on this app. And so I feel like I'm owed an apology for saying that. I feel like I'm owed an apology. And if you can give an apology to Hayley Comet for what you said about her and the DV stuff, I feel like I am deserved an apology. And that's all I have to say. But I'm not going to... as I've said yesterday, I'm annoyed that video hasn't posted. I explained a lot yesterday. Hold on one sec. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can post it now. I said a lot yesterday, right? Because I'm summarising a lot of what I said yesterday, and I don't really want to go into it too deep. Hold on. Let's see if I can repost it again. Get that screen up. I'm going to post it. And the video says on the screen, Miss Remi deads her beef with Evil Queen. Because for me, Free Spirit says, so can we all say it now and laugh and say we're only messing?